Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing 10 photo shoot location ideas. I know a lot of you guys are photographers or you're getting into photography, and these are just different ideas for places you can go and shoot photos. So we'll go from 10 being the least cool to number 1 being you need to go take photos there right now. All right, let's get into it. So number 10 is just the downtown of any city. There's some saying about New York being a place where you can put your camera any direction and your shot is gonna look great. That's kind of true for any downtown of a city because there's so much going on. You can always get something in the foreground, the background. So for me, I'll go to like downtown LA if I want to get some downtown shots. Another great thing about shooting downtown is those tall buildings will cast huge shadows. So you're able to shoot in the day and not have like shadows on your face. Like if you shot at the beach in the middle of the day, there's nothing around. So you're gonna get these ugly shadows. Your subject is gonna look not their best. Next, I talked about this in my last video, but a rooftop. Rooftops are just fun to shoot on because you really take in the view around you, but they also make for really cool photos. So like I said in my last video, a parking garage, a rooftop bar, if you can sneak onto a rooftop, those are generally the coolest ones. My personal favorite is if you can find a helicopter pad. Very cool. Number 8 is at the end of a cool hike. So I did this hike in the Pacific Palisades. This is called Los Leones Canyon. If you live in LA, it's a really cool hike. It's only about 45 minutes, and at the top you can see all of Santa Monica, the water, there's flowers everywhere. So this one specifically I recommend checking out. Some other ones I see that are really cool, Rattlesnake Ledge in Washington. Number 7 is a diner. It's really fun to find some kind of retro looking area, and every city I feel like has a diner that is like themed from the 80s. I'm not talking about IHOP, like that just looks like a normal diner. Even like an In-N-Out burger, it kind of has like a retro sort of look, and that can be so fun to take photos in. These photos were taken at Swingers Diner, which is one in LA that they have a few locations, but you can just Google like retro, like 50s themed diner anywhere. Number 6 is a stadium. So this could be for a concert, for a baseball game, a football game. I ended up shooting some photos at a baseball game, and one reason this is so good to shoot at is they have really even lighting everywhere. There's lights on every part of the stadium. Even when it gets dark, you can still shoot and get like a really cool shot. Number 5 is the most recent shoot I did, which is an arcade. So arcades are really cool for a low light shoot because they have all these different lights coming from everywhere. These are some shots that we got from the most recent arcade shoot, and this arcade wasn't even that big or anything, but all the lights made it really fun to shoot at. Okay, number 4 is the Museum of Neon Art. So this is located in Glendale, California. You don't have to go to this specific museum, but this one though specifically just has a ton of neon signs. They'll like cast light onto you, or you can have the light in the foreground. There's so many different spots with them that if you look at some of the shots here, we have like the neon in the foreground, and then we have more neon in the background. If you don't live in LA though, you can just Google any place that has a lot of neon art or neon signs, but they're really fun to work with and they make for really cool photos. Number 3 is another random specific one, and that is the Venice canals. It's free to go to. It's just in Venice Beach area, inland a little bit. You can walk through these canals and there's really cool houses all around. Some of them are bright colors, they're all different looking. There's a bunch of bridges and stuff that make for really cool leading lines. The water as a reflection, like there's really so much you can do here. Every time I've gone there, there are like 5 other people shooting photos. There's no one really regulating if you're taking photos, you're not gonna get kicked out. It's just like a public place and it looks really cool. Okay, number 1 and number 2 are really hard for me to choose from. Number 2 is the Seattle Public Library. This building is just incredible, very unique in Seattle. When you look at this building, you're like, how is it even standing up? Because it like goes in and like what even, like I don't. Not only is it cool on the outside though, you go inside and it is amazing. It's got this like crisscross pattern casting these shadows. It's really interesting to work with. I've never shot anywhere that looks quite like this. Another photographer in Seattle took these photos of me, but they're just like an example of kind of what you can do there. The library in general has a very interesting aesthetic. There's like bright colors everywhere. The rows of books, you can do something cool with that. It just is like levels upon levels of photography inspiration. Also, the whole thing is just flooded with natural light. So you know the lighting's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really flattering for whoever you're shooting with. It's free to go into, so if you're ever in Seattle, definitely check that out. And number one, I kind of feel basic for saying this, but hear me out, the Santa Monica Pier. Or just any pier in general. I'm just saying the Santa Monica Pier because I end up there like once a week, you guys. I don't love going there just because tourists are really annoying, but it has the coolest lights. There's an arcade there. I've gotten some really cool photos there. Like, check out this one. There's just a lot of lights. The Ferris wheel has really cool lights on it. There's some retro looking ice cream shops. Obviously the beach is cool. I feel like someone hits me up to go take photos here at least once a week, and I tell myself, nope, I'm done. I've taken every photo I can possibly take there. But if I end up going, I find more shots. There's just all kinds of stuff there that's good photography inspiration if you don't know what to shoot. Also, since it is such a touristy place, everyone is always taking photos, so no one's gonna look at you weird for having a photo shoot. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, it seems normal. I've gotten some of the coolest photos, like some of my favorite photos I've actually shot there. So that's why it's my number one spot. But again, any pier in your area, it doesn't have to be the Santa Monica Pier. So that is it for this video. Comment down below your favorite spot to take photos. I'll like my favorite comments and probably will hit up those locations. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And as always, follow me on my Instagram at Shelby Church to see my photography and just my regular life pictures. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.